Hello friends, today we are taking up the second chapter in C chapter zone CCZ. This is declarations and displaying data. In the first chapter we learned certain concepts, namely programming basics, the basic structure of a C program, compilation and execution procedure of a C program. Finally, the formation of output. Mainly, we focused on 4 elements and we learned some allied elements also. In this chapter, mainly we are focusing on declarations and displaying data or output. Apart from that, in the first chapter, I have explained two great techniques. Actually, these are management techniques, and I am introducing to you to apply them for your studies. You can derive great advantage out of that you can experience that. I need not explain. So from the day one, you apply those techniques and you can get enormous benefit out of that. And in this chapter also, I would like to introduce another great technique. And then that is identification of core and routine elements in a job. Actually, in real life, certain job is entrusted to you. You have to perform certain job named A. As soon as you see the quantum of the job, the volume of the job, you develop a diffidence. A common man generally develops a diffidence. I have to do 100 units job. Like that, they develop a diffidence. Once you develop a diffidence, you cannot proceed with confidence. Don't form any opinion simply seeing the job. Now, I am introducing the technique. Identification of core and routine elements in the job. First, without forming any idea over the job, first analyze the job. What is the nature of the job? What are the elements in the job? If you analyze and identify the elements and all that, you can identify certain elements, certain parts are routine jobs and certain parts are very crucial jobs where more attention is required. Suppose here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Out of that, when you analyze that, the nature of the job, you feel that fourth is a crucial one, 6 is a crucial one where your attention is more required, or otherwise you have to monitor it properly. And remaining jobs are routine jobs. Routine jobs you can entrust to somebody and you can monitor them. And on core jobs, you have to have your personal attention or personal monitoring is very much required. Okay, then if you are able to analyze that, now you see out of 100 units of job, you feel that 30 to 40 units of job is very core job, where your attention is more required or where your monitoring is more required. Then instead of 100 units, your mental burden is reduced to 30 to 40 units. Understand? Once your mental pressure is reduced and all that, you can confidently proceed in the job. And this analysis is very much required. The same principle we can apply for the C program. If you analyze this in this chapter, I will introduce all the sections to you. If you analyze any complete C program, then you can find 4 sections. In the previous chapter, I didn't introduce you all the sections. In this chapter, I am going to introduce all the sections to you. The first section is declaration section, second one is input section, third one process section, fourth one is output section. there are 4 sections. And if you see that in the previous chapter, first chapter, we focused on formation of output, and little more elements also we have to learn in this chapter, output section. As far as the 3 sections are concerned, 1, 2, 4, the 3 sections are concerned, just your 2 days of endeavor is enough to master. Actually, if you complete the 2 chapter, first chapter and second chapter of CCZ with the perfect attention, without scope for any doubt, and if you write all the programs on your own and work out, and you will be perfect over 1, 2 and 4 sections. Because these are routine, you have to learn certain elements, their practice is required. You have to write certain programs. By that endeavor, all the concepts, relevant concepts are registered in your brain. You can own them. Every time how you write text and all that, normal text, you can write this code with that much ease. I can assure you, only 2 or 3 days practice is very much required, and your attention is very much required for them to master them. Once you master, then everything will be routine. Just like that, confidently do that, you never commit a mistake also. As far as third section, processing section is concerned, this is different. Every program should be solved, every problem should be solved using different logic, different techniques. That's why program to program it is different. Every time you have to pay your special attention on that. And quantity wise, if you take, it never be in any program or project, if you take, it never be more than 25%. For 90% programs, it never be more than 25%. Some exceptions might be there. I am not talking about exceptions. So remaining 75% is just routine. Make it just routine by 2 days practice. You must master declaration section, input section and output section. Only 2 days of effort. And I will quantify different benefit. Actually, already I told you, this is a 1000 pages book. Out of that, 500 pages text, approximately 500 pages text, 500 pages programs. Out of 500 pages programs, 500 pages programs. Okay. Now, at the end of the second day, if you perfectly practice the declaration section, input section and output section, and you will be perfect over 75% of 500 pages. Confidently you can write, you never commit a mistake and all that. If you commit a mistake, very rarely you commit a mistake. That means by studying only 2 days, you are notionally, concept wise, you are completing 375 pages. Almost 400 pages will become routine. This is really, you amaze by understanding the real benefit of applying this technique. You can experience that. So thereafter, that means at the end of second day or third day, you are virtually completing 400 pages of this book out of 1000 pages. In this way, this technique verbatim you cannot apply, but if you understand the real spirit of this technique, then you can apply the same technique for other jobs in real life. And in this chapter, mainly we are focusing on remaining 3 sections, mainly declaration section, input section, and some extent of processing section also. For simple processing I introduce, and output section also, some more techniques I am going to explain. By that, at the end of this, you can write a complete C program with all the sections, and by applying all the conventions, and you get enormous sense of achievement after completion of this second chapter.